Hello, my name is Kaleigh. This is for my class Foundations in Learning and Literacy. My role within the school as a reading specialist would be to support and help create classroom teaching and reading. I would also need to help to come up with research and reading response teams to better help figure out the needs of the students. Reading response teams meaning the RTI meetings. The leadership team would consist of me helping to support teachers and how they can better engage students in the topic of learning to read. Working among the teachers to even help model lessons and techniques to better achieve student success. Alongside staff, I would need to work collaboratively, be able to provide further classroom instruction during my time with my students, or if they needed an extra student to be pulling that student. In Missouri schools, they are now needed to have reading success plans, otherwise known as RSPs, for students who read an entire year behind their current grade level. This was implemented in the past year, but for the past couple of years, it's been recommended to start. This has affected the role of reading specialists because they are now required to help come up with the plans and to implement them. The plans are set up between the teacher and the reading specialist. Once the plan is in place, they are required to follow up on testing and results to turn into the state. The teacher and the reading specialist sit down together to go over student by student basis to decide what techniques and what they need to be used. Once the plan is in place, they are required to follow up on the testing and results to turn into the state. This is a lot of work for the reading specialist as they can have a heavy amount of students on RSPs that would require 30 minutes of RTI time to appease their RSP's plan of action. This follows students from kindergarten until 12th grade. However, they are able to graduate off of these RSPs. Going off of this, it would require me to provide evidence-based foundational knowledge, as I would know what tests to give and be able to come up with a plan to have students achieve success on their assessments. To support the literacy vision of my school, I plan to turn in data frequently to better show our board the results of the school. I plan to take plans of action to my principal and make sure they align with our district policies and provide the students with the correct support. I also plan to create a database where each teacher will progress monitor their students and type in the data each week. Each week I will go over and look into this data, and if I find that some students are having slow growth or regressing, I will then go and see if I can pull the student, model a lesson for the teacher, see what they need to better support them with this student in particular. As a reading specialist, it is my job to provide all students with an access to learning to read. By doing this, I need to follow not just the school standards, but the state standards. By doing this, I need to have effective communication with my principal, students' families, the board, etc. The RSPs require signatures not just from the reading specialist, the homeroom teacher, the principal, and the parents, so they are notified that their child is on an RSP. I am reflecting the Christian worldview by serving others and putting others' needs above mine. I am taking these students who need extra help and am showing them the same patience and guidance the Lord shows us on a daily basis. Thank you for listening.